I've got a right, sir, to.
I
I've got a
understand that.
constitutional right to petition for redress, freedom of speech. I've got all kinds of constitutional rights, sir. That I'm not violating the law by any of that. You know, is there any violation of the law by contacting the police, by insisting on
There's
my rights?
not, but you can't just keep contacting the police and then when they get here, there's nothing
That
like
they're doing.
no. I mean, there's nothing like the one video I watched. You had the police here, you're recording them,
Mm-hmm.
but there's nothing, and you're saying your home's being vandalized. Well, what was being vandalized?
You want to walk around here and take a look? A rock about this big got thrown through my window in what sounded like a home invasion.
So if you have, if this is going on,
Right there, sir.
okay, if this is going on, then have you filed? You have to file police reports for this stuff.
Sir, that's what the video was. Me filing a police report. And
No, I'm saying when you when you file the reports, like you have to file a report with them. Like the video I watched, they basically came here, you was talking to them, and then because they told you that they couldn't just take all your stuff that you had in there, you basically like that was basically the end of the conversation.
I've uploaded
Like
it.
you gotta file a report with them. If something like this is going on and somebody's tearing up your stuff, you gotta file a report with them. Otherwise,
Sir,
if there's no reports filed,
I filed half a dozen reports. I mean, not half a dozen, excuse me. I filed about a dozen reports. And despite the suspects being known, they've not made arrests. That, sir, is a crime.
so how do you?
Police have an obligation to. I'm not going to argue about it, man. Police have an
I'm not
obligation to
arguing.
make
I'm just
arrests when
saying
suspects are known.
there has to be some kind of proof of what's going on.
I promise you, there's plenty of proof that, and the video is just part of the evidence. Um,
The but the a video of you just talking to the police is not evidence of anything. Like
it's been filed in Franklin County Municipal Court over the weekend, uh, plus plus uploaded to CPD records. There are public records on public records on public records
so, what
of this evidence.
did you contact the reentry coordinator to speak to him?
We corresponded by email, sir. Yes, and he advises me he has no housing no I say resources. When I hear the word resources, what I hear is telephone numbers.
So
But he has no.
what are you wanting? Like I mean, as far as like
At this point, sir,
you're wanting different housing, or what are you looking for?
at this point, sir, I need protection under the Violent Victims of Crime Act and Victim Violence Against Women Act, which protects people against domestic violence. Um, yeah, my slumlord won't protect me. Columbus Police won't protect me. At this point, I'm gonna have to have the Department of Justice Victim Services get involved. I filed a writ in federal court. At this point, the Department of Justice and the FBI are going to have to get involved because there are systemic um, violations of the Ohio Revised Code and also citizens' constitutional rights by Columbus Police, the City Attorney's Office. They're appointed special prosecutor, and there's going to be convictions. Period. And I am a witness and victim to this.
All right. Well, I told my boss I would come out here, and I also spoke to a couple of people from the different organizations that you had messaged, and I told them that I would come out here and speak to you, you know, just to see what's going on. And like I said, like
I have plenty of evidence, sir, and I'm just exercising my lawful
there's
right.
there's plenty of stuff that they have through like the reentry program and all that for anything that you got going on, but you
No,
have to
sir,
be
there's not.
willing.
Sir, I've been doing this for 3 years. There is not. What there are a bunch of liars and a bunch of runarounds. People want to give me a number to call, another number to call, another number to
But
call,
that's the
and the
thing.
end result is they don't help. They're
When
not
you
helping.
call somebody, if they're telling you a specific person to call to get that assistance, you have to be willing to call that. You just can't
Let me give you an
get
example.
mad at them
Let me give
and
you,
then not want to
let
follow
me give you
through
an
with
example,
it.
sir. I called CPD yesterday or day before, and their communications office sends me to the information desk. The information desk sends me back to the communications office, communications whatever room, and then they try to send me back to the information office. How many times am I supposed to go back and forth like a yo-yo before enough's enough? How many times am I supposed to be bounced back and forth, man? Am I just supposed to keep going in circles for years and not get any kind of meaningful assistance where I have police do their jobs?
So, how many times have you had the police come out here?
Too many, sir. I've got the cards in there, the reports. Too many.
And that's another thing. Like,
Yes, sir.
technically, when you're on PRC,
Yes, sir.
according to the conditions that I had you sign, like, we're supposed to know when you have law enforcement contact. But I mean, at this point, if you're having them out here all the time, I mean, but you gotta,
How would you like me to make that notice, sir? I'll be happy to notify you.
you just send me a text or something and let me know, like, hey, I spoke to the police about this matter,
Okay.
whatever.
At this point, we're just going to federal court, man, because it's absurd. So, just to be clear, you're coming out here in response to my YouTube videos?
No, I'm just coming out here because, like, I've gotten emails and stuff like that from the organizations and stuff that you've contacted, and
Can I ask who?
some of the organizations that you're contacting are not, like, they tried to explain to you, like, they're not, they have other resources and other organizations that can help you, but you
But,
get,
but
like,
they don't, sir.
every one of them has told you, like, what their how their organization works, but
I see how it doesn't.
they're offering people to you to help you, but it seems like every time they don't give you the answer right away that you want or anything, then you're
Right away,
responding
man.
back
We're
and
talking about. I'm sorry.
you're getting like all worked up about it.
We're talking about 3 years, man. 3 years I've been going through this. How? What do you mean right away? like, I understand this is our.
No, I'm
We're just
talking
getting
about
involved,
the
man.
emails and stuff that you just recently sent.
So who's it doesn't even matter, man. You're probably gonna be getting some more fictitious complaints or so forth, because that's kind of how people work. They retaliate. Sir, I'm exercising my lawful right. There are court filings. There is a U.S. District Court application in. The U.S. Attorney's Office is investigating.
So if you have that kind of stuff started up,
Yes,
then
sir.
you got to let those processes take their place. And you can't just keep
Yeah.
contacting every time it's not in the timely manner that you want it to happen. You just can't keep contacting different people nonstop because it's not happening as quick as you want it to happen. Is what I'm saying. Like, I'm just trying to keep you
I'm
from
just collecting evidence, sir.
getting
I'm just collecting
in
evidence.
trouble.
I'm not breaking the law in any type of way.
That's
Um,
fine.
I'm just collecting evidence, man. That's
Okay.
all. I'm about done talking to him too, which is why we're just going to federal court.
All right.
We're the U.S. court and U.S. District Court and the FBI and DOJ have been notified, and I expect them to be acting. You'll see. You'll see the results. This is clearly a violation of my rights.
So the guy that you're saying that was originally started, that, that originally all this started from, does he live here in Columbus
Yes,
still,
sir.
or is he?
Yes, sir. Yeah, you talking about the guy that attempted my murder?
Isn't he the guy that, from what I read on the court things findings the other day, isn't he an attorney?
No, no, absolutely not.
The Irby?
Nope. Yeah, he's not. He's not a lawyer.
Well, that's what it said on
No,
the.
he's not a lawyer, and I have a CPO against him. We got to go back for the full hearing on that within the next week or so. No,
I was pretty sure when I read the court.
no, he's not a
documents
lawyer
on
at all. No, he's not a lawyer at all, sir.
there. All right. Well, I told my boss and I told the people that emailed me that I would speak to you. So
Can you tell me who it is that emailed you? Because that is
just
retaliation.
some of the domestic violence organizations and stuff like that you emailed and sent messages to. I mean, most of them was recent.
Yeah.
So that's why another reason I come out here to check and see what's going on or whatever.
My safety is at risk, sir. Same thing I just texted you. My safety is at risk. Columbus Police will not protect me. The housing agency that is using HUD funds will not protect me.
Well, that's another reason.
There's a problem.
Like if you contact the reentry person, they can probably lead you in the right direction.
Yeah, well, I emailed with him, and he told me specifically that he did not have it. They don't have any funding or. See, here's the distinction, Mr. Cunningham, because I've been going back and forth in circles with these people for years, and I'm just now starting to collect the conclusive evidence on it for the court. But we've got resources on one hand, which are a list of phone numbers and people spinning in circles, passing the buck to other organizations to do jobs that they're promising to do, and then we've got direct assistance on the other hand, which is an agency willing to spend their money in actually doing the work, right?
So let me ask you this question.
Mm-hmm.
Because you came on the ICOTS case from West Virginia.
Yes, sir.
So the guy that you had all these problems with, he lives here. So why would you want to move here? If this is the guy that you supposedly are having all these issues with, why would you want to come from West Virginia and move here to where he's at?
Sir, I had lived in Columbus for years prior to that, and as a survivor of crime, I'm not running from him or anybody
No,
else.
but you came from
Right?
West Virginia, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But I came back home to Columbus. This was my home, and the guy took it from me due to no fault of my own, being by victimizing me. Well, I am not going to remain a victim. I'm going to be a survivor, and I'm not going to run in fear from him or anybody else. Nor should I. I'm not going to let him take the city that became my home. I'm not going to let him take anything else from me. He took let him take my life for a time. That shit's over.
All right.
Shit's over.
All right. Well, I'll probably check back in with you here sometime, like maybe next month or something.
Okay,
Then.
I'll be fine. So as far as police contact, you know, I really don't anticipate talking to them anymore. Short of a phone call, I may call about records or so forth. Is that a big deal if I?
No, that's fine.
And then also, do
The only thing.
you need me to report my contacts with prosecutors or the DOJ?
No,
Because a lot of this is going to be
I don't need to know about all that.
this is going to be confidential.
Just if like, I mean, if you're not gonna really be contacting me, I more so worry about like, like if they come
I'm in
here,
trouble.
not just you are in trouble,
Right.
but if they come here or if something does happen and they come here to check out the situation, just let me know. Send me a text or call
Okay.
me and let me know. But
Okay. All right, man.
All right.
All right.
I'll probably see you sometime next month.
All right. Thank you for tuning in. Just have a good day. God bless. Time is 1:11 p.m. Today is Monday, July 1st, 2024. I was Officer Cunningham of the Ohio Adult Parole Authority, coming out to try to tell me not to undertake lawful activity, which is no violation, of course, and not helping in any meaningful way. In Jesus' name, to God's glory, from Reverend Dr. Andrew D. Witness.